redo a little bit of setup before I could start the session. So here we are, a little bit late, but here nonetheless. So last time on BionD&D, the group of the Keepers of Fate were sailing towards the location of the next relic weapon. On hints from their map, and after commissioning a ship from the port town nearby, which I'm gonna of course forget the name of. Well, I can tell you that the captain of the ship is named Delris, and she is an Aarakocra, which was
Hoffengart.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, port town in Old Norse. Yeah, so after setting sail from that point, you came upon a huge swirling whirlpool, and met in battle with a young but still ferocious kraken, which gave you a pretty heavy beating, but ended up succumbing to your battle prowess, and you went on to sail directly into that enormous mile-wide whirlpool. As you spun around in its depths, the ship was torn beam from beam, and you all managed to make it down pretty okay, all except for Morthos, who was dashed upon the rocks and knocked unconscious. But Cranmore, I'm pretty sure you put him up to full?
No, like 10.
Oh,
17.
okay.
17.
That's right, because
yeah.
you had to revive Norwin earlier.
Yeah.
That's right.
I chose to.
Yes. Yeah. So you found yourselves at the top of a wide opening in a cave, in the ceiling of a cave. You can see down below, and that is where we left off. You had brought Morthos back up, and everybody was kind of brushing themselves off from the not so pleasant trip down the whirlpool. So, yeah, basically above you is impassable waters, below you is a large open cave. What would you like to do?
Is it possible to take a short rest?
Sure.
What do you guys think about that?
I think after that beating, it would be wise.
I would be okay with that too.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
All right. Cool. Well, let us see. All right, cool.
Are the ship is the ship destroyed, or is just?
It's dashed to pieces.
And what about the people that we came down here on the ship with?
I believe most of them made it. Definitely Delris did. I think I rolled for several of them, and they all made their saves except for like 2.
That's really good that you spared a thought for the Morthos.
They're probably pissed at us.
The captain is able to fly, so she was like, this is fine.
They were probably pissed at us well before we even entered the storm.
Come on, it's just a little storm. You gotta be alright.
They all knew what they were getting into. You literally commissioned them for this.
Yeah.
That's true. For the payday.
Delris actually addressing that fact. Delris kind of, as you're all taking a bit of a breather, and she is doing so herself with what remains of her crew, which is most of it, comes over and says, I think it's best if we stay out here and try and figure out a way out of this mess. You all go and do what you have to do.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. So you all can go ahead and expend your hit dice as you take a short rest. I think warlocks get spell slots back, and other things that you might get. I don't know. You guys know your characters better than I do. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope.
Had you healed me back to full Cranmore?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he take damage after that, or was that at the end of the fight? I don't recall.
He did not take damage after that.
Cool.
I did.
Yeah. Alrighty. So once everyone has dealt with that, just let me know so we can continue.
I'm good.
Okay.
Rob, are you taking any? I don't recall if you took much damage. Oh, you did.
Yeah. I don't think I took a whole lot of damage, but I'm trying to find my sheet where I was tracking this stuff last time.
I don't recall you taking any damage.
I feel like he did, but like not a ton. But like I feel like he got caught in something, but maybe not. There was only there weren't just one monster. There were the little minnows.
Right. It's been a while. Do I get Soul Sauce back on a short rest?
You do not. Brian, we can hear you, but your mic's. It sounds like you're like underwater or something.
It's probably the headphone mic.
Okay.
Let's see if I can change it.
Now I can't hear you at all.
Oh no, I wasn't. Sorry.
Oh, you
I
had
wasn't.
not used your push to talk. Gotcha.
Okay.
How about now?
Say something again.
How about now?
It's a little better. It doesn't have as much static to it.
Okay. Wait, what about now?
Same.
Okay.
All right,
How
that's
about
fine.
if I longer?
Not a big deal. As long as we can hear you, that's the biggest thing. Alrighty. So everybody
So
done
if
with
I'm-
their short rest, or
Sorry. So if it says I do 1d8 plus 2, a total of 10 times because it's 10 levels.
yes, you have one hit die per level that your character is, so you can spend up to 10 hit dice. You can spend them one at a time. So you'd roll a d8, add your. Do you add +2 to your heal? I guess you do.
That's what it tells me to do
Okay.
for D&D Beyond.
Yeah. So you'd roll your d8, see how much you gain, and you could do that. You could go for 5d8 because you know you're going to need it, or do it one at a time until you're at an amount that seems acceptable.
What's the benefit of not rolling them? Not rolling some.
If you take another short rest later, you would have more.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That should be good.
Alrighty. So, are we dropping down into the cave?
Yes.
Okay. That was very enthusiastic.
Should we pick a spiritual leader for this group to sort of take lead on decision making for things like
How about
basically?
Ezra?
My point being that when we're doing these group chats, it's like whose turn is it to talk and who should say yes, we'll do this, and maybe it doesn't matter. We'll just keep going as we're going.
Okay. So, jumping down into the open mouth of the cave, you find yourselves in a rather wide open chamber. And if you're not already, go ahead and jump into the roll 20. Wartalk, get the fuck out of here. There's a player for the other campaign in here. I don't know. Whatever.
There's a few. Am I in the wrong thing?
Possibly. Oh, you know what? It's because players are on the wrong map right now. But I just meant like connected to the thing.
Ah. I see Brian and myself and Wartalk.
Yep. I also see Jesse, but that might be.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'm there.
Can everybody move their tokens, or do I need to reassign things? They should still be assigned from last time, but Morthos, you're this one. Granmore,
No,
this one.
I don't see a token anymore.
Yeah, it's black for me.
Like the whole screen?
There.
Yeah, there was
it just showed up.
I have no content.
How do I move this?
That's very weird. Can you try reloading the page? I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It looked like I was all black for a bit, but
If you scroll over, you'll get to it.
Top left, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, try zooming out. It might be that you're zoomed in on a section that has nothing shown.
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Are we still at the opening of the cave?
Are you in Astral or are you in Roll20?
Roll20. Am I supposed to be in Astral?
No, you should be in Roll20.
There's the 1D10T error.
Whoa. Brian, can you be more judicious with your push to talk? I think it's you.
Okay.
Or not? Mute yourself real quick. Okay, it's not you. Jesse, can you mute yourself real quick? Yeah, it was you.
I haven't muted yet.
Oh. Whoever just muted?
I hit a different button in Roll20. Maybe that was it.
Oh, you might have been coming through Roll20 as well. That could be. Yeah, I always tell it not to touch my camera or microphone. I just completely block it when I'm using Discord. Alright, so Brian,
I don't remember which guy is me.
This one.
Okay.
You're the funny guy.
Come on. There we go. Alright. So, as you drop... Can everybody see now? Sorry.
Yes.
Should double check. Okay, cool. So as you drop in, you notice a couple of things. You are in a very damp kind of cavern system with pools of water, some of which are stiller than others, sort of just scattered around the floor. Water drips from the opening through which you came. There are parts of the cave system that are natural and part that look a little bit more like they were just rough-hewn stone that were made by some deliberate hands. Looking around the room you're in, you see what looks to be the skeleton of a young dragon, basically right beneath you. A statue, that's the dragon bones are the things that look like bones. There's a statue in the corner, a mine cart with some minerals still inside, and a source of light coming from down this hall.
Is anyone good at inspecting minerals or statues?
I want to take a look at that statue, see if I can get like history of it or something.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me. Actually, make it religion.
Religion?
Yeah.
Is there any context for this other than we just fell out of a whirlpool?
you are looking for the relic in this cave system.
Right,
7.
but I mean, has anything happened since then? This is
Short
dead.
rest.
We just fell here. Okay, right.
Yeah, you took the short rest and you dropped right in. This was like like the ceiling is open to where you were sitting before.
Okay.
Jesse, do you not have like proficiency or?
I got a 5, so
Okay.
still low. I got a
Alright.
7 on that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that the figure that it depicts is vaguely fish-like in appearance, but it seems to have humanoid limbs. It is crowned with a crown of coral. More than that, nothing really jumps out at you. It doesn't seem significant to anything that you're familiar with.
Nothing written on it.
Nope.
Hey, Farkin, do you notice there's light coming from over there?
Over where?
Down that sort of corridor.
Sorry, I'm trying to get things set up here.
Oh. Everything okay? Anything we can help with?
No, I'm just getting my character sheet up.
Oh, gotcha.
I cast level 1 cantrip detect fire. There is it. Or no. Detect light. There we go.
Oh, Dennis, Kate wants you to know that you should look at the shoe rack behind Brian and know that her shoes are not many. Kate, if it helps, Emily's shoe collection also puts yours to shame if that's more than you have.
As
You
well
know,
as
it's
Katie's.
funny.
Brian, are all those yours?
More than half of them are mine.
Nice.
I would take up one. I would take up one row.
Yeah, I think I would too. Maybe one row and like an extra pair.
This is how we communicate in our
slippers.
relationship.
Through Twitch chat and me.
Through Twitch and proxies about shoes.
Yep. That's the healthiest way to communicate in a relationship.
At this point, I should probably come back with like some sort of passive-aggressive remark or something like,
Probably.
"Well, it's not the number of shoes; it's just you have lying all over the place, and you know."
Actually, she admits mine are in multiple rooms, but still not many.
They're fine. She actually needs new shoes.
Yeah, me too,
Anyway.
actually. So, other
Mark,
than
can you
the...
set up? Still finding the character sheet. I think Farkin's got to figure out his skills and bonuses and proficiencies for something.
Oh, okay.
There's a light source, and that is very curious.
While that's happening, I'm gonna just go over and inspect the dragon bone.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
I've got no confidence in investigating anything.
And I think the dice are fixed for me between all the places.
No, I think you've not been adding all of your bonuses on attacks, really.
That is true, I think.
13.
I haven't been rolling proficiency on Eldritch Blast.
Ah.
Yeah, he's been really undershooting.
Yeah. I've been wondering, because like I feel like I've mentioned it a couple of times, but mostly for Varison. I didn't think about it for Eldritch Blast. But yeah, you should be adding your charisma bonus and your proficiency, which is at +4 right now.
+4, +3, so I should be getting a +7 on both those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
My patron has not been patron-like to me.
So what's the question about light source?
So Cranmore is wondering if you want to go investigate the source of light down this hallway with him. It
Where you're
seems-
standing, to the down
over
right.
over here.
I move toward it. Hey,
Okay.
what the heck is that?
All right. Before we go to
Okay.
that one, we're
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
get Norwin's investigation done. All right. So Norwin, as you're digging through around the bones and uncovering bits and pieces of it, are you trying to discover anything in particular?
Not really. Just kind of like while everybody else is mulling around, I'm curious as to why this like dragon is sitting here at the bottom of a whirlpool.
Sure. So as you're digging around, it's been long enough that it's difficult to discover the exact cause of death, but you do see several signs of just blunt trauma. You see cracked and broken bones in ways that are not that are clearly not able to be attributed to like time and decay. It was definitely like broken by something. Um, you can't get a beat on exactly what kind of dragon it is, but as you're digging through, you do find um, a pair of rather large rubies, each worth, to your estimation, somewhere between 300 and 600 gold.
You said a few
A pair, too.
pair.
But this dragon definitely looks like it was taken down by something. But also, given its size, it was not an adult dragon. This was still a young creature.
It was just starting its horde.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all that's left of its horde.
Maybe both.
Poor thing. Barely has 2 rubies to rub together.
I guess to a dragon that would seem like a paltry sum. All right. So as you and Farkin go and investigate this light source, Cranmore, um, I assume you're familiar with Greek fire, yes?
Dennis is.
Yeah,
Cranmore doesn't know what Greek is.
certainly. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for a touch
Yes.
point, it burns like Greek fire. There is actually a good bit of water pooling around it and dripping near and on it, but the fire is just unabated. It has no problem with this. And the flame is sort of a greenish color as it burns. Um,
Does
Go
it smell
ahead.
funny?
a little bit, yeah.
Uh,
It does provide warmth, however. And as you're kind of looking around it, go ahead and roll perception checks for me. You can either roll separately or one of you can roll at advantage.
do you mind if I roll at advantage? Parkin?
Sorry, I was talking to somebody. What was that?
I'm going to roll at advantage on perception.
Sounds good. I trust you.
13. Those
Okay.
are not great rolls.
That's fine. It is enough. As you're looking around, at least for the baseline of stuff to find out, as you were looking around, you see scattered bones that look like they have been kind of picked clean, and you can see teeth marks kind of lining them. Like something has been eating around this fire. There's a good number of them too. They're all generally small. They aren't big enough to be like humanoid or anything like that. They look like, fish bones or other kinds of things. You see some shells from crustaceans and stuff that have similar marks.
This is fascinating. Okay, I have been looking at other kinds of civilizations in nature and where they meet.
Mhm.
This is unusual because, we had to fall through a hole in the water to get here and lose our ship. But I think that there might be some other kind of civilization living in these caves, or once did, that's able to get fish from the waters and cook and eat here. Like we're at the edge of something. This is pretty neat.
Well, we don't know how deep any of this water is around us.
That's true.
They could be.
Drop a rock in.
This might not always be the level of water here.
As you are at the end of this hall, Cranmore, you also look to you look around yourself and survey your surroundings, and you can see that the passage forward is blocked off by effectively a wall. They look like rocks on the map, but it's not like a rock. It's not like a cave in. It's just an extra wall that isn't there in the. It was an artifact of how I generated the dungeon. So there's a wall there at the end that kind of cuts off your progress forward, and then a small pool of water.
So can I dip my head into the water and open my eyes and see anything in the water?
You could certainly try as you go
Before
and dip downward.
before I stick my face in, I'm gonna
Okay.
stick my hand in.
Okay. This particular pool does not seem to be very deep. You stick your hand in, and you can almost, you can see it a good ways down. It gets a little bit murky, and then the tips of your hand disappear. Do you want to keep pushing your arm deeper in?
Yes, because I assume this is not hurting me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just normal water, just happens to be murky because of muck and grime. You push your arm in maybe another 6 or 7 inches, and you hit the bottom.
Okay. I will wade into the pool with my feet.
Barely comes up to your shin, it's on your shins.
All right. So
it's refreshing and cool.
Yeah, we appear to have a dead end over here. But definitely the sign of other intelligent folk that cook their food and eat it potentially in a social manner. And it's hard to tell if can I tell if there's one or more creatures that would have used this fire to cook and eat the food?
Since you don't know how much the creatures might eat each, it would be hard to tell how many would be able to produce that number of bones. If you'd like, you can. I'd say if you tried to estimate based on what you've seen people eat, you'd guess maybe 2 to 3.
Right. So we could have one very hungry thing or a few normally hungry things. But it's at least some intelligent enough to use food to cook. What's that?
Or very many small hungry things.
That water, that wasn't their bathroom, was it?
All water is a bathroom to somebody.
You did not step upon any feces yet.
I saw no sign that this was a bathroom.
What's that, you, Cranmore?
You don't smell any worse than usual.
Thank you. I'll try to stay downwind.
So you've gone through the one of the pools. You've gone through the dragon bones and the statue.
What about the rocks?
The one that's
they're called minerals. Jeez.
In the minecart.
In the minecart.
Is that what you're asking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to investigate that?
Heck no.
Okay.
I think I've said everything that I'd understand about it.
They're called minerals. Jeez.
There's rocks in a minecart. I hear they're called minerals, and they're in a minecart. That's very out of place.
Ooh, minecart rocks.
It's not really a minecart. I said that because that's the name of the token. It is a cart.
The fact that it's a cart at all is out of place here a little bit already from what we would have expected.
Yeah, because where are they taking the cart to and from, you know?
Yeah.
I poke it with my staff.
So, how is it sitting there?
How is it sitting there? It's
We're
leaned
at the
back
bottom
on.
of a wall.
It's
Unless
more
one of
like a
these-
wheelbarrow than a minecart. It's got like a pair of arms that it kind of rests its back on, or rests back
Is it like
on.
standing up and like unbroken?
Yep.
Do
Yeah,
the
that's
rocks
really
seem fresh?
I will say it is made like shit. It is not like it's not
It's best
good.
condition.
Yeah.
So it was poorly made, but I could tell that it hasn't deteriorated in condition
Yes,
much.
it does not
since it was
seem
made.
to be like worn, other than like it doesn't seem to have been abandoned for many years.
Do you guys know what the rocks are? Sorry, I talked over Farkin. What'd you say?
I poked it with my staff.
He did. It as you poke it, it kind of rocks and shudders a little bit unstably, and a few of the rocks fall out.
Okay, but what kind are they? Is it something that we would that would give us any information about what this is?
You see a clear, like glass-like mineral. You see some blue mineral that you probably aren't familiar with, Cranmore, and a cloudy, multicolored mineral.
What about Farkin or I?
Go ahead and make nature checks if you'd like.
I just think like passively. I mean, like I'm not.
You'd probably, so all of you would definitely recognize the clear one as just unrefined glass. Like, it's not pure silicon, like it looks like maybe lightning struck it and, like, glassified it. I don't know what the word is. But it's not, like, refined and shaped deliberately. It's just, like, shattered, like, broken pieces of hardened silicon. And then you'd probably recognize the cloudy one as quartz, and there's a few different varieties. There's, white quartz, pink quartz,
Okay.
a couple other colors.
Watch out! I'm gonna do science.
I back up.
I firebolt the cart.
Okay, the cart first it shatters, because even though it's not a force spell, just the impact of a spell just breaks it apart. And then the individual pieces do catch fire. The glass will begin to melt if you leave it in there long enough. I think the quartz would not at a normal fire's temperature. I don't know what temperature firebolt would get to. I guess it matters more the wood, so probably not hot enough to melt quartz. The other thing, I don't actually know.
It's like, is the fireball a blue flame, or is it an orange flame?
Or is it a white flame?
I will let you know.
Or a white flame.
I use my
We're on the
staff
spectrum.
to the glass one because
It's a rainbow flame.
Then you can just make up whatever answer you want then.
What did you say you were doing, Farkin?
I use my staff to fish out the glass one because it's pretty.
Okay, you actually
Wait. What's the radius on Fireball?
radius.
'Cause I
It doesn't
haven't-
really have one.
Fire
but-
bolted, not fireball.
Oh, fire. Oh, okay.
Bolt, yeah.
I was-
Sorry. I think
I was
said
gonna say
bolt,
I'm standing right there trying to figure out what you were talking about.
too.
Oh no, I didn't fireball it. That'd be crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just silly.
I didn't ask how big the
Floated in
room
front of me.
was. I said I cast fireball.
Right. So our assets are a burned cart, a turned over pile of minerals, a young dragon skeleton that's been beat, a cooking fire, and the statue. Morthos, what was interesting about the statue?
The statue is interesting because it's got humanoid limbs and a fish's body. So it's like, why would you have, something in an area where maybe it's for swimming, but maybe it's for walking as well?
Was it well carved?
No.
Yeah, these might be the
No.
people that are, living here and cooking and using the cooking fire and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you think there might be like swimming through the
Yes,
water?
That is what I think. I think the waters cover tunnels.
That sounds like
magic.
something to investigate. I want to head over to the top left pond and touch it.
The top left.
Over here.
Yes.
Okay. That one seems to. Oh, actually, wait. Before we get there, Farkin, as you are rummaging around in the fire that you created, you notice something that isn't one of the other minerals that I mentioned. It looks like it fell off part of the cart, or maybe was buried underneath of it. You find a key.
Cool.
Nicely done.
Hey guys, I found a key.
Does it look
It's
like it goes in
actually-
like a door?
Yeah, it's, well, kinda. It's only barely recognizable as a key. Like it's a long piece of bone with like one stick going down it, or like perpendicular, and then yeah.
Okay,
Found a really
Can-
weird looking key.
I'm just gonna
Dude.
go ahead and search around on the walls for any hole that might fit something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna search the statue for a hole.
All right. Both of you make investigation checks.
Whoa. Don't get all
whoa.
frisky over there.
You can't just go looking at the statue's holes, man. Morthos, as you dip your hand in and kind of like stir up the water a little bit and try and get a gauge for how deep this is, you kind of reach in and you don't touch bottom. This one seems to be considerably deeper.
But it's not painful or anything. It's not acidic or painful. Or is it pretty clear? Or is it murky?
As you move things about, like as you try and like shift around, like some stuff stirs up, but it's pretty clear. You could see maybe 8 feet or so into it, and then it kind of gets too dark.
8 feet deep into it.
Murky. Yeah.
Mm.
And it, well, actually, depending on.
Can somebody send down a flare-like spell through the tunnel?
Yep. Yeah. Spell, like even firebolt technically goes underwater.
So we can see.
Or he could just like.
Or dancing lights, or the light cantrip on a rock that you chuck.
Anybody want to volunteer?
I'm still investigating the statue, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're asking Farkin here, and we rolled our investigation checks. So
Yep. So let me get the results of those. These are kind of happening simultaneously. So you hear him ask as you're looking around. You could be like, 1 minute, and I'll. Yeah. So what did you get, Cranmore?
Okay,
12.
Okay. And Norwin?
20.
Okay. Norwin and Cranmore, neither of you find any holes that seem key-shaped.
All right.
But we
What
find
about
holes?
non-key shaped holes?
Yeah, there's pockmarks all around the rock. It gets
Okay,
worn out by water and
Just
nothing unnatural.
Okay.
Norwin, are you able to cast something on me that makes me glow,
Yeah.
or
I can-
maybe even on Morthos if he's willing? Morthos, would you be willing to be the one that glows in the dark?
Why? What am I glowing about?
If you glow in the dark and you go down in the water, the light is coming off of you. You're now a moving torch.
I was thinking about setting something down there so none of us have to technically jump down there to find out how deep it possibly is.
You got,
Yeah. I like
With
that
it-
I
idea.
feel like we're going to have to keep, going in and needing light, and I cannot see in the dark. So
With light being a cantrip, though, you don't lose anything by just throwing a rock in
Yeah.
there first.
oh, cantrip, great. I don't know enough about magic stuff, so I don't know what's at stake here.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
one
do
of those- one of
that.
those
Can't trip a
guys-
rock and throw it down there.
I touch a rock and throw it down.
Cool. It descends about 10 feet before hitting a bottom, and then rolls down a hill underwater. And you can actually see that it goes past the edge here. The pool seems to extend further back into whatever is back here.
Like, the one thing I'm curious about is, I wonder if this water goes down, considering there's a wheelbarrow. And the other thing is, I don't know how far into the water we have to go to see if there's another air pocket.
I request that Norwin light me up. I want to go in and find out.
I touch you.
Cool.
I
I'm
like
going
it.
in.
Alrighty. Norwin, I'm guessing you do the beard again. That's what you usually do, right?
Whatever he wants.
All right.
I give him what he wants.
You glow up his beard, and
Sweet.
Cranmore, as you jump down into the water, you can see that within the light that was shed by the rock that was first thrown, you do not see an end to the tunnel. You can see in dim light for a few feet past it, and it seems to extend considerably further back. It looks
Well-
like the tunnel just kind of keeps going. How far out do you want to swim?
Half of my allowable distance before I start struggling with checks.
Okay, so struggling with checks, you can hold your breath for up to, what's your con modifier? 5?
2. It's +2.
Oh,
Yeah, my con's not great. It's all the other stuff. My institution and my constitution are in charisma. No.
okay. All right, fair
I'm a
enough.
strong swimmer. I'm a really strong swimmer, though.
Yes. Do you have, is there a specific mechanic you're referencing, or just the fact that you have a high movement speed?
Also, I think swimming might be under athletics.
Yes, that's totally fair. Like any
And-
check to swim against a current or something would be athletics, but
And
I was
he's
just wondering about speed. It's typically half your walking speed.
Oh, that helps too.
Yeah.
he's also part moose, so he has 4 limbs.
Yes,
to
that's
use.
true. Yeah, so he's definitely
that's
a
not-
strong
that's-
swimmer
that's
if there's a difficult situation to swim through.
So
But
my
this is not a
speed-
difficult
my base-
situation.
Yeah, and my base swim speed will be 35.
Yeah. It is rounded down, so if your normal speed is 65, then it's 30.
It's 70. It's
Okay,
70.
cool. All right, wasn't
So-
sure. 35 it is. So yeah, you can go
Michael Phelps.
2 minutes without losing your breath. So that is 70. Well, that is a lot. Let me see how far it actually is that you need to go. Let me see here. I can do this. Hide from
But don't go
others.
the full 2 minutes down because you're gonna need a minute to come back
No,
up.
I said half the distance.
Okay.
You don't need
So
anywhere
I'll go
near
a
that
minute
long.
in. If I go a minute in and I don't see an end within the second minute, I'm coming back.
You need 24 seconds.
Fine.
All
I
right,
go to the other side, pop up.
cool.
I just make sure. So my first question: is there any immediate danger?
Nope.
I come back right away.
Okay, well, I will show you what you see first.
Okay.
You see this. Might have to go up to the top left.
I'm scrolling. I'm trying to scroll. Got it. Okay, I come back.
Alrighty, you come back.
Guys! I found another cooking fire. And nothing.
Did this one have any food on it?
What's your passive perception, Cranmore?
15.
Okay.
The thing
Yeah.
is, I cannot investigate for crap, so I want to see if there's a chance that someone that can actually investigate things,
Sure.
like Norwin, can come with me.
Yeah, makes sense. Alrighty, so after finding no keyholes and a passageway, what all would you like to do next? What would you all like to do next?
Are you asking me to go down you with in character, Cranmore?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go down with you.
Is there any reason why we shouldn't follow?
If
Shoot,
you have a Constitution bonus of only 1, then you might have to make saving throw.
I have
Wow.
a Constitution bonus is a +2.
Okay, cool.
Farkin, can you make it?
Couch, bro.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so
Totally.
everybody's good.
Yeah.
All right, then let's get you all over there.
Farkin's a brick house.
Damn straight.
All right, so folks, scroll your Roll20 up closer to the top left. You all can move yourselves where you want to be. Oh, Farkin, you're not going?
I am, but I couldn't drag and move at the same time, so I had to zoom all the way out first.
Oh, gotcha.
My token in the sea of black.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was moving them for folks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I was going to just say, I'll move them and then you can rearrange yourselves in the room as you wish. Alright, so, what is everyone's passive perception?
Norwin and I have 15.
I have 12.
And Morthos, it's just
11.
10 plus your... Okay, cool. Alrighty. In that case... Ah, dang it. Give me a sec. I have like 20 other d20s, but I decided to go and get that one instead. Who knows why. That's not even one of my good ones. I should get one of my good ones so I can kill you all easier. There we go. All right. So as the group of you are coming out of this pool of this water tunnel, what you doing? What's the marching order, and what are you looking around for?
I'll go in first, since reasons.
Because tank.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, and it's narrow enough that really the only thing that matters is first, because otherwise you're just in a clump.
Not
So,
me, bitch.
You're gonna be at the back.
I'm going to be behind Grandma.
Okay, cool.
Well, it doesn't really matter because I can move through all of them anyway.
True. Alrighty, so
True.
yeah, let's see. Oh, wow, that's bad. Okay.
Hooray.
Okay, those are also bad. Okay, those are good. Where are
Norwin panicked and ran off.
they? Yeah, no. Alright. So, as you all come through, you can hear the sounds of creatures up ahead moving around. You can hear scraping against the rocks and footsteps falling.
It might not be a bad idea to go back.
What kind of footsteps? Can we tell what kind of creature sounds?
Probably not, but make a perception check as you try and listen closer.
That's funny.
Wireless headphones.
I was wondering.
Critical fail.
Okay. No, you cannot tell what they are. Okay.
So we just went into someone's home, and we're probably very intimidating. So that's not nice. I'm going to feel really apologetic when they finally show up. Especially after we destroyed their cart.
Can I use prestidigitation to amplify my voice?
I think that's
think that's
technically
thaumaturgy.
thaumaturgy, but you can
Okay.
make sounds with it.
Then I'm just going to scream down the hall.
Hi there.
Okay.
And then
Is there
hide
a hall to scream down? Is there a hall?
Crap. That's not supposed to happen.
It looked
I mean,
like
are we just hemmed in
Sorta.
here?
There is a bit of a hall. So I'll give you a little bit more here. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay, cool.
Yes. So there's a choke point.
Your words, not mine.
Alright, why is Snap to Grid turned off? Rob, can you advise?
Nope.
Rob's advice is to use something other than Roll20.
Oh no, I'm a big fan of one roll 20, but
All right.
a lot of you have to actually buy it to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Ah. I swear, like, it used to be the default. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just make do.
Are you talking about like the snap to corner thing?
Yeah. They got a bunch of, like, things that are not the right size, and I'd like them to be exactly one square, but, like, it just doesn't want to snap to grid.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry.
you hold shift.
Not working. That keeps the aspect ratio locked. Or allows you to change the aspect ratio, actually. Control?
You're doing
No.
a polygon slash line, right?
No, I'm resizing a token.
What about function open apple F4?
No.
Oh, on the left.
I'm watching you.
It says snap to corner in the menu.
Yeah, so I'm not looking at the distance metric.
Farkin, are you rolling on a base 16 thing now?
No, if you underneath the dice, there's a after D12, D20, D100, there's a fudge dice.
Wait, what?
I want fudge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you see that? I'm like, I didn't know what that was. Let's look.
What is it?
Plus minus one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you can fudge it by a certain amount. Interesting. Alright. So are you all going back, or are you continuing forward?
I'm striding forward.
Okay.
I'm looking for some new friends.
That is probably not what you're going to find here. Just saying.
Hey, that's kind of meta there.
You're kind of meta here.
Alright, so as you stride forward and you kind of try and look down this hallway a little bit, you see... At least this. Let me see if you see that too. You see one creature that's gotten kind of stuck out in the open, like it was going to try and hide, and then it just, like, didn't get there.
I walk up to it waving, "Hi, friend!"
Alright, it charges at you. Roll initiative.
All of us are just Farkin.
It depends. Do you all want to help Farkin?
I have to.
Okay, then roll initiative. Trash these motherfuckers.
Aw, man. Sorry, Farkin.
19.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, he does pretty well. 19. Let me, turns for you, people. I think you should be able to enter your own numbers.
Oh, hey.
Okay, so they got...
Put down. Oh, we can enter our own numbers, but
Yes,
we
you
can't.
can.
Oh, there. It's sorted. Cool.
It doesn't sort on its own. I did the sort.
Oh, like
It's
you
really
have to click sort.
Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't sort on its own. That seems like a really easy thing to do, but whatevs. Morthos, did you actually get a 0? Oh, you had your headphones out. You had stepped away. I did not notice. I can't hear you if you're talking.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
What did you
Roll
ask?
initiative.
I did.
Okay.
Got an 8.
Alrighty. Oh, I see it now. Cool. All right. So 8 will put you above them. All right, Norwin, you're first.
Okay. Did it already strike Farkin, or is it not
No.
reached him yet?
No, we are on initiative now. He
Okay,
doesn't
then
actually
I'm
he doesn't get a free round or anything. It's just
okay. I'm just picking up my shield and running in front of him, charging this thing.
okay.
And then if I can get close enough, I don't know, 1, 2, 3,
I
4.
don't think you can.
I get like here,
Yeah.
I think. Okay. Then I just hold my action until it gets closer.
Okay. So you'll hold your action for an enemy to enter melee range.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And,
Sounds good.
oh wait, do I have Can I use a bonus interaction to pull out a weapon?
Yes. I actually
Okay,
think it's
then
an object interaction for you, so yeah.
Well, I used the object interaction on pulling out my shield, right?
Oh. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Not a big deal. Okay, so after that, let me see here. What does he want to do?
What does he want to do? His initiative's way low.
No, it's not.
Somebody put in 5. They lied.
No, his initiative is 5. Wow, that's a shitty list. Okay, cool. Alright, Norwin, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, no I don't. I'm gonna change that. Instead, it's gonna be A.
Oh dang! I got a critical hit.
It's gotta be me.
Alright, what's the radius on that guy? I really thought that would autofill because of how many times I've searched this spell. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah. Get. That area is now covered in magical darkness.
Where'd you go, Norwin?
It's all black. Wait, can I see anything beyond that radius?
Nope. You cannot see
Okay.
through it.
I can't see anything at all. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just in a void.
And Farkin, it is your turn. So I need to add, like, I wish it could let me add just like something as an initiative order. But whatever. Just add what it actually is, I guess. Boring.
Let's see here. So, just a second. Sure. I cast Erupting Earth right in the middle of the magical darkness.
Alright, cool.
Hold on to your butts.
Is it a save?
Yeah, Erupting Earth is a save halves. It's a deck save. Area becomes difficult terrain.
Ooh, what's your save DC? Because that was actually a good roll. It's a
A
17.
20-foot cube.
20 foot.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube, and the DC is 17 dex.
Okay, so he does pass it because he just makes it.
I have to make a dex check.
Yep,
20 feet on a side, and you want it centered in the middle here.
I do.
So effectively that.
I got a
it's
12. I
Difficult
failed.
terrain. All right.
Yep. So 17 on a fail and 8 on a succeed.
Alrighty. Where the hell did the other character sheet go? There it is.
So I take 17 damage.
Sounds like it.
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
Why is this pen so prone to cloggages? Like, it writes really nicely, but man.
Probably has high cholesterol.
Mm, that's a
my
good point. It's halved and rounded down, right? So. Cool. Alrighty. Excellent. So that. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up around the corner.
Alrighty, cool. And that remains difficult terrain for the duration of the spell, right?
Yes, it is not concentration. So let me see exactly how long it stays there.
While you look that up, Cranmore, go ahead and start.
I yell out, "Norman, come on back!" And I stay where I am because this is silly.
Okay.
I feel like I got knocked prone from that. Like a bunch of earth just like exploding up through the middle, like caught me off guard after I like found myself in a void of darkness.
Difficult terrain until cleared. Each 5-foot square portion of the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Nice. Norman, if you want to go with that, that's fine. I will say, like, yeah, the compounding effects bit makes sense. It is not part of the effect of the spell, and you did already you had to make a dex save for it. Normally, it would be stated if you had to, but if you want to make that decision, that is fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go prone.
Okay. You be prone then. All right. So Cranmore, you're going to stay where you are and just call out to Norwin.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see anything. I don't understand what's going on. No one's done anything particularly offensive, just defensive. So.
I call out that I fell down, but I'm okay.
Oh, you're okay. Good. Come on back.
Okay. Morthos.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer, but so I'll probably do here up to the wall of darkness.
All right.
But I'm not gonna go any further.
Okay. Sounds good. Darkness lasts for how? To 10 minutes as long as he concentrates. Okay. Cool. That'll bring us to these other guys. Each of whom is gonna like start in. Well, I guess you all can't see in now, so it doesn't make sense to. Each of them are going to like. You can hear noises from the other side of the darkness, like lots of scrabbling, but it stops as though they kind of tread onto what Farkin made into the unstable earth, and they're like, now we don't know what we're doing. Shouldn't go through this. Okay, are you all... Do you all want to stay in combat order, or are you attempting something else?
I am attempting no combat.
Okay.
We're in a tight spot underground with 2 area effects on top of each other. I'm not comfortable.
Are others following that lead?
I'm like trying to pull myself out of the darkness. I'm just worried about keeping myself safe right now.
Okay, so are you trying to stand up and then move back, or just crawl back?
Crawl.
Okay. You can make it 2 squares.
I'm going to be throwing a whole lot of spells into the darkness.
Okay. What you throwing?
I think the next one, I'm going to Melf's minute meteors myself and whirl a couple into the darkness.
Okay. Shoot. Remind me when I can make you roll on the table. Is it only after you've used Tides of Chaos, or are there other situations as well?
Double checking. I think at one point I had told you that feel free to do it whenever. The raw is after Tides of Chaos.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I will say, even if I do this, you can still use that stone that gives you a small amount of your level 14 feet. So you can do the roll twice thing when I make you roll. But I am going to make you roll once you cast Melf's Minute Meteors. Which are actually just called Minute Meteors. There's no Melf.
Is that really?
Yep.
There's no any of the great magicians.
Yep. The Circle of 8 does not exist.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. Yep, that makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
I'm
92.
horrible.
What is? Oh, cool. I feel invigorated. I'm gonna run in and start winging stuff. Charge! Actually, I probably can't charge because I already casted. Yeah. I moved and I threw a couple into the darkness. Damn me, I thought I had it here. I'm just going to roll that because I actually have it there. 1d20 plus the 16 and so 14 on the first. And 20 on the second. Yes, sir. Hey. Oh, actually, it's not a roll. It's a dex save. Yep. I was wondering why I didn't say like. I'm like, why isn't that? Ah, okay. Well, if the one in darkness certainly wouldn't. It would just cancel out, right? All right, let me roll 2d6s. So we'll say the first one is for the one that was for the first shot. So you decide whichever word they go. It's, yeah, and it's yep. Woohoo!
I have nothing to attack. Do I see Norwin? Can I help him get out of where he is? Yeah, I'm gonna.
But you don't necessarily know that it's me, right? You just see a hand.
You probably make an
Doesn't matter.
educated
There's
guess.
something fishing around in the darkness. I'm gonna go grab the hand and pull it out. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yes.
Fair.
Oh, it's you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, I can see again. Oh.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cast Synaptic Static towards the center of the darkness. Choose a point within the range and cause synaptic energy to overexplode. Each creature in a 24-foot radius sphere centered at a point must make an intelligence save throw. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected by the spell. Okay, so target takes 8d6 psychic damage on failed saves, and half as much. Yeah. It just says a point within range, which the range is 120 feet. Anybody within that 20-foot radius sphere.
Rock on!
How big is the sphere that's red right now? Oh, so it's twice as big. Yeah, twice as wide. You know what I'm saying. Oh, okay. So for some reason, I was thinking it was the same size. So I'd probably throw it a little further. But so it's intelligence save. Let's see. 15. All right. So, and after a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During the time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effect on itself on a success. 28. 28.
Hey, Matt, apparently you're no longer audible on the stream. The rest of us are.
So they should break concentration, though, too, right?
That's why that fell. Okay.
Yeah, so, and then there's just one of them gets half.
Thank you, Kate.
The
Yes,
darkness
only
is a
one of
glam
them
band.
does
That's what
hit
you're
half.
talking about.
Ooh, that was fun.
What'd you say, Rob?
I said the darkness is a glam rock band. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just listen to something.
Oh my gosh, D&D Beyond has a new feature
The
where you
dice
can just
roller.
like click the.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can just click it. Oh my god, that's so nice.
Super nice. Okay, and he
Click
will
what?
take.
Click the like the bonus or the hit DC or the damage or whatever. You can just tap it and it'll roll, or like click initiative, it'll roll initiative.
Yep.
Using your
It's
sheet.
super nice if you're a subscriber.
Oh, if you're a subscriber, I'm like,
Yeah.
I
I ain't doing that.
just started subscribing right now because it said it had that feature.
It's actually a pretty good dice roller too. It's not half bad, yo. All right, so there's a bunch of damage being dealt and a lot of very confused creatures. Now that you guys are where you are, you can also see further in. So that'll reveal pretty much all of that and all of that. So you can now see 5 of these creatures.
You
that are
want me
all-
to? Sorry, I put the text of that spell in here so we don't have to keep saying.
Ah.
Because there's stuff on
I appreciate it.
subsequent.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Because it lasts for 1 minute.
Yep. Cool. Does it take additional?
Side by darkness.
No. Okay. All right. So you see all of these creatures, and you see that 5 of them look like that, and one of them is more human in his appearance and looks a bit like that. And these 5 like creepy tentacloid human things are the ones that were making those god awful hellish noises. And those screeches are not stopping. You're hearing just like these reverberating like as they are kind of confusedly now just like completely out of their wits. Their minds scattered to the wind. They actually kind of die down after a moment, and as their thoughts are muddled, and they were already kind of close to not doing anything here because they were kind of not happy about the darkness and the difficult terrain, they're kind of just like milling about the room now. They begin to spread. This one doesn't yet because it's not his turn, but yeah. So Norwin, it'll be up to you.
Am I prone still, or did you pick me up and stand me up?
I got you up. You're fine.
Okay, I like cautiously approach.
Okay. So you can. It is still difficult terrain in there, so you can move your 10 feet will get you there, and then yeah, that'll do.
Like, yeah, I want to be more. Okay. And then what are they doing? Anything different? Like,
Being there allows you to see the one that was not affected, who looks at you with malice as you come near the corner. It is this guy here. I'm not selecting this guy here, who does not seem to be as befuddled as the others. But he's also just confused by the demeanor of his friends. Like he's kind of looking to them and to you like, what? What?
okay, I'm gonna hold my action until after Cranmore.
Okay. He is. Actually, what is he thinking? He walks over and kneels by this pool. and just kind of starts like splashing water in his face.
Do we see any reaction from the splashing in his face?
Not really. He's just like, it's almost mechanical, like he's just going through emotion.
Sure, if there's any healing properties.
Okay. Farkin, what up? You can keep talking, I'll still be able to hear you.
All right. What we gonna do now?
I don't know.
Uh,
That's what you're supposed to tell me.
That's what we're gonna do.
Awesome.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna run up 5 shots, and then I'm gonna cone of cold, which should catch 3 of these 4, maybe all 4.
It's a 60-foot cone, right?
Yeah.
It'll.
I'm just.
Yeah, you could catch all 4 of these.
Cool.
Let's do the line. Line.
Con saves.
Indeed. Failure. 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 $8d8, right?
Yeah.
As
42
you-
damages.
Yeah, none of them survive that. Okay, cool.
So they all become frozen fish snake men.
Yep, they are all just icicles. They're all just
Fish
statues now.
sticks.
You gotta
And
fry
then
them.
just one more. Can I see this guy over on my right?
Maybe. It's not a good frozen icon, huh?
You're on thin ice.
Get a picture of the DVD.
Yeah,
That's
there
what
we
I
go.
should have said.
Does someone have a breading cantrip?
Just let it go.
We're on thin ice.
You say a breading?
Breading.
Yeah, for the fish sticks.
Wow.
Yeah, alright, I get nothing for Oh, there we go. There we go. Frozen orb. Beautiful. Thank you, Roll20. Alrighty. Frozen orbs for all. Well, not all. These 4. Alright, they're all frozen and dead.
Can I see this guy that I'm
Yes.
looking at?
He's.
That's fire! Make a deck save. I'm throwing another 2 meteors at him.
It's not. Is it 1 for each, or is it just 1 for the both?
It's 1 for each.
Okay, he makes the first. Ooh, and the second with an 18 and a 17. 19 and 18 totals.
So he takes 5 fire damage.
Alrighty. He is still looking pretty okay.
Rock on!
Alright. Cool. Do they get to resave against the static if they take damage? No, just end of each of its turns. Okay, cool.
Is he resistant to fire?
Hmm?
Is he resistant to fire?
No,
He's saved.
he saved.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All good. Actually, let me double check.
The
No,
static.
he's not.
Is that you're talking about Morthos' thing, right?
Yes, and it looked like there is not a chance to save on damage. It's just at the end of their turns. Okay. Cranmore, what are you doing about this situation?
Is there still difficult terrain?
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, it doesn't matter for you much.
yeah, I also occupy a certain amount of space.
It doesn't
So-
change how much you have to move through.
Yeah, you can move through allies.
I can move through allies, but so there are two challenges. I cannot. I'm at half speed going through that red square. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It is not quartered for you.
And if I stop here, can I attack the guy below me?
Yeah. He'd have half cover, but you could attack him.
All right, so I'll move there and attack him.
Okay.
Can you stop in the same square as me?
Technically, he doesn't actually take up 4 squares. That is mostly just for size flavor.
Oh, okay.
Foursquare is a fun game.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember playing
Does a
Foursquare.
27 hit?
No. Yes. Their armor class is 11, so definitely.
So 26 also hits then.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start with 2 basic attacks that hit.
Okay.
And then, oh gosh. Okay. So that's 25 damage to that guy.
All right. He is still alive.
All right, I'm going to use my flurry of blows for a bonus attack.
Okay. It's another 2, right?
Yeah.
You need about that much damage again to take him down. Hits. Hits.
Does it 12 hit? Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you almost have to crit fail to miss.
So
Almost.
20
Actually, no, you do have to crit fail to miss.
So I got a 22 damage on the 2 bonus attacks.
That is just enough. So, as you round the corner, he tries to hide behind the column, or the wall that he's sort of trying to interpose between the two of you. But you just reach around, pull him out, and just bap, 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 bap.
I feel really bad about it because I just pity them. I feel like they just lost their minds or something.
A little bit.
Are we putting them out of their misery? What is going on?
Alas, you'll have to find out later or never.
Oh, poor guys.
All right.
That triggers my action.
Yes, it does.
So,
There's only one left alive. It's this one. And you, I don't think, have line of sight to him because of this column.
yeah, I'm gonna do nothing.
Okay. Your action fizzles.
Or like, is hunker down a thing?
Yeah, you can hunker
Like,
down. I think
okay.
it's dodge action.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Morthos, you're up.
Is it half speed through the rough terrain?
Yep.
Okay, so I could probably make it to here,
Yes.
and then I'll just stop.
Okay.
I don't have line of sight or anything, so.
There's none of those bastards left to go, so they don't have an initiative anymore. Norwin, you're up again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This pool like not that deep?
Water, yeah, it's shallow enough that it will count as normal terrain.
Okay. And I like, does this guy like look like any kind of a threat to me at all right now?
He's still washing his face. Also, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. $19.
Okay. Something in the pool catches your foot, but you stumble briefly, but you bring yourself back upright. You don't fall over anything. And you can observe that he is just kind of washing his face. He looks up at you as you come closer and kind of regards you strangely.
What's this thing that grabbed my foot?
You would have to take an action to look down and check. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of peer down into the water and sort of move your foot around to try and bring it up from out of the muck that you've stirred up, you see, you pull up with your foot a leather belt.
That's it.
Yep, relatively plain looking. You do see some glints of what looks to be gold in the water, but it's hard to see more than that because as you walked through the water, you stirred it up.
I thought you said it was a hand.
A leather belt.
Yeah, but I thought you said that a hand wrapped around my ankle.
Oh, no. Just
you.
something.
Like something.
Okay.
Like, I think I said something caught your foot, and I think that might have sounded like caught.
For that.
But I just mean, like, snagged.
Okay, that's
might have been a better word.
I'll still look down anyways. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Anything I can...
After Norwin is its turn, and it is going to try and shake off the effect. It fails. Farkin.
I'm going to go around the corner.
Which corner? Around
Or that
around
block,
the
I guess. Yeah,
column.
walk right between these awesome frozen statues that I made.
You just kind of pat one of them, and an arm shatters off as you walk past.
I like it. What I do is I like as I'm running past them, I like just tap them both with my staff.
Yep.
And they shatter and fall down, just to clear my path, you know.
Yeah, make it easier.
And then I am going to, why not? I am going to throw 6 scorching rays at this thing.
Okay. He just like splashes his face, looks over. Go ahead.
All right, so the first 3 are a 22, an 18, and a 14.
His AC is 10.
So those hit.
Yes.
15 damage.
How much?
$31 fire damage.
Okay. He is still up.
And make 2 dex saves.
Alrighty. Failures on both. Oof.
Another 10 fire damage.
Alright, he is no longer up. As the water in his face just like insta boils, and you could see just like charred. It actually like it was more humanoid of a creature, but you can actually smell like burning fish, like burning seafood, as he extinguishes.
I vomit.
Cranmore's like, fuck!
Vomits.
Yeah, I vomit.
Alright.
I'm not going to vomit. It's just there's something very pitiable about this.
Yeah.
Not right.
No. I vomit, I said.
Yeah. So you vomit into this pool. Alrighty.
I run back over to Cranmore and say, Cranmore, did you see the statues I made?
You know, I'm worried that you don't know that they're not statues.
You charged first!
I really appreciate the dynamic action poses you've got them in. Very artistic and creative.
That's what I thought too. Thank you very much.
Oh man, that's good. Alright. So, can see the rest
Is
of
the rough terrain still there? Can we get rid of that red square yet?
You can start clearing it if you want to. It takes a minute per square.
Leave it rough.
I'll take the square off just because it bothers me. Doesn't matter anyway right now. Alright, so you can see the rest of the room.
So who the heck are these guys that were just, I get,
Well, on the bright side, they're frozen statues, so you can get pretty close and examine them pretty well.
You can.
yeah, can't ask them how they feel.
Yeah, I'm examining.
Drag one over to the fire, Cranmore.
They probably feel kind of cold.
Yeah, they're a bit chilly.
Drag him over
I
to
bet,
the fire.
I bet that pond over there is another way to another hallway. On the right.
I'm investigating this thing.
Which thing? The frozen thing?
The enemy. Or the one.
Okay. Yeah, these are well, make a make an Arcana check.
I'm actually-
15.
17.
Oh wait, sorry. 15 plus 6. 21.
Okay. Yeah, you have heard of these. These are deep scions. They are corrupted people who were taken from the shore or from a shipwreck, dragged underwater, and by some screwed up undersea, like bargain with an undersea power, given this strange form. They're basically like shitty warlocks, effectively. Like they don't have as much
Slaves?
bargaining power as a warlock has, so they don't get as good a deal.
Well, Farkin, we were both right. I was right to pity them, and you were right to freeze the heck out of them, put them out of their misery. By the way, I'm very impressed with that cone of cold. Holy smokes!
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
I just
if I'm ever on
pointed.
fire,
Frozen statues.
what?
I just pointed and they all became frozen statues. It's really cool.
How fish-like are they? How cold-blooded are they?
Good question.
The reason why is because they can thaw and survive if they're properly cold-blooded. That's a possibility.
No. The cold damage killed them. It's not just that they're frozen solid.
Okay, good. Just
But
don't know how your magic works, man. Just checking.
But as you're kind of maybe
Honestly,
investigating
I don't
this,
either. I've never called one out.
yeah, like the deep scions, Norwin would probably know this for the 21. Like they get more corrupt the longer they are in service to the thing, whatever they made their bargain with. And so the like the stage of corruption, how fish-like they are versus how human, is on a scale for how long they've been under this influence. Pun intended on the scales. Just
Can we carbon date their influence?
you could certainly try.
I can't. I'll leave that to speculation. Let's check out the water on to the east. That pool. Is that another tunnel?
You're not sure at first. You do the same thing, cast another rock down there with light, and it seems to be the same way. It goes down a little ways before you can't really see much past the light shed by the cantrip, but it doesn't seem to end before you can, within your range of sight.
Norwin, do you want to cast light on my beard again and I see where this goes?
Sure. Said your beard.
Right. And again, I'm going to use the same precaution of if it's been a minute and I'm not seeing an end, I'm going to come back.
All right, about 10 seconds later, you come out onto the other side in a dimly lit room. This time, though... Ah, shoot, I need to be on... Oh yeah, that's that. Give you that. This. Give you this.
You could only get that far in. Okay.
So, yeah, so you kind of get out and you see a large kind of pillar of rock blocking right in front of you, but you could sort of make out a little bit of what's around, and you can see another cooking fire over this way.
All right. Does my passive perception detect any immediate threat?
Yours is 15, correct?
Correct.
No.
All right. Then I'm going to quickly come back, let everyone know what I saw.
Just as a reminder, Norwin, you did stumble on something in that other pool. If that's something you want to check out while you're still in this room.
It was a belt and some coins, right?
You didn't go digging, but that's what you saw on a look, yeah.
Maybe we should investigate it.
I think you should.
Yeah, I'm staying away from it because I vomited over there.
You puked on the gold?
That's in water. It's already washed off.
Shoot, I'll investigate it, man.
All right, cool. So Cranmore, go ahead and roll investigation. You don't need anything.
I got a 1. I got a 1 to investigate.
Wow.
Dude, where'd the water
Don't
go?
have a bottom there.
There's a puddle here.
You
What are you
did
talking
need more than a 1.
I warned you guys.
Cranmore's
Well-
like, I don't even see what you saw, and
You just like stomp all over the puddle and
Are you sure it was this puddle?
stir up a bunch of mud and you can't see anything.
Fortunately, there's no crit
Start
fail.
galloping in circles. Where is it? Burying it further.
Is somebody else gonna look? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Puddle.
Okay.
Wrong puddle.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an investigation check, Morthos.
Wow.
Not so easy, is it?
But that's enough.
Hey, I was like, I'm like, oh, I got a +6. Still roll a 2.
Oh shoot, give me a sec. I just noticed a discontinuity. What do we want to do? We'll do that. Okay, cool. All right. So you got an 8 total. All right. So as you rummage around in the pool and vomit, you find stashed a small treasure hoard, which I'm going to roll up now. But it also includes that leather belt that Norwin tripped over, which, as you look at it, actually seems to have some arcane.
I picked that up.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you have it. And as you're looking at it, you can see that it has some arcane runes etched in the
It was
in the
stuck
leather.
over his foot.
Okay. I guess I didn't assume that meant you were definitely going to pick it up. I kind of envisioned it like a look at it, drop it, and get back to what you were doing. But that is totally fine if that is what you intended. All right, let us roll a treasure hoard. Challenge rating is going to be a little bit low because this is not huge. Yeah, let's do that.
Can I take a look at those ruins?
The runes, yes, you can. So they are not a language, as we've established before. Runic writings are not necessarily a language, so they don't work for your feature. But you could certainly make an Arcana check to try and discern what they do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Make an Arcana check for me while I finish rolling up your treasure. Right, 57.
Awesome, +6. Oh, I got 25. Finally.
Okay, so
It is kind of funny that I can't read Ruin, even though the skill is called Eyes of the Ruin Keeper.
Yeah. That is true. It is a bit funny. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't think that that is a raw ruling, but I have seen other DMs use it to make things still interesting while someone has that, and I think that that is a good way to play it.
Yeah. Some mystery.
So that is... Wow, okay, cool. So you get that, and then... Okay, and then we can go on... Oh, yes, and that many. So you find 1,500 copper pieces, 1,100 silver pieces, and 40 gold pieces.
1,500 copper.
Yep.
11, you said silver?
1,100 gold, or silver, and 40 gold.
1,100 silver. Gotcha.
And then you also find gems and magic items. Is there a gem table? I feel like there should be. Yes, there is. Excellent. Good. Alrighty. Let's see. That is a hematite, a turquoise, a banded agate. I'll say it is striped with blue, brown, and white. An eye agate, which is translucent circles of different shades of green, kind of going to aqua. Another hematite. And is that 5 or 6?
I was just trying to type as fast as you were talking. So
You
2
had
hematite.
a banded agate, an eye agate, 2 hematites, and a turquoise. So that was 5. And also a lapis lazuli, which is good because now you recognize that it's the same stone as you saw earlier in the cart. That was the other blue mineral there, which is valuable for pigment, especially useful in magic spells.
So 2 hematite.
Yep. 2 hematite, 1 banded agate, A-G-A-T-E, 1 eye agate, E-Y-E, agate, 1 lapis lazuli, L-A-Z-U-L-I, and a turquoise.
The L-A-Z
U-L-I.
U-L-I. Type figures.
And a turquoise.
Oh, that's 5. Oh, that's 6.
Alrighty. And 5 magic items from table A. 1 potion of climbing. 1 potion of healing. Another potion of healing. A 3rd potion of healing. And a 1st level spell scroll. Which will contain a spell. I don't know.
Oh, hey.
Right? Oh, that's gonna come up on... Ugh. Oh no, it's not. We turned that off. Bulls. It's bulls. 1st level. Filter. And go to this one and then roll a d20. 8. Alright, it contains the spell Hideous Laughter. So 1 spell scroll of Hideous Laughter.
Cool. Thank you.
And that is your small treasure hoard. As well as the leather belt that is probably magical. The runes that you are able to decipher seem to relate to some kind of underwater protection. You cannot tell precisely what it is, but it does seem to have to do with the water and being under it.
Okay, so Can I try putting the belt on and putting my head underwater?
Sure. You put
can
the belt
ask me
on.
for the belt.
Yeah, that's true. You can try. Norwin has to give you the belt first.
Let me see that.
Okay, I'll hand it to you.
Alright, so you put it on, you stick your head in, you take a big old breath, and you almost start drowning.
Well, that didn't work.
Are you the new Garrick?
Go ahead and make another Arcana check for me. Actually, no, you don't need to make an Arcana check. You know this. Some magic items, actually a decent number of them, will require attunement, which will take a short rest of you focusing on the item in order to unveil its power.
I relay that to Norwin, since it's his belt.
That's a nice way of saying the belt doesn't match the shoes. That does not go with that outfit, sir.
Alrighty. So, now, we are continuing on through the... you guys are still in Roll20, right? Actually, it's probably useful for me to have this up, just so folks can see what's going on. You're going through the tunnel now, yes?
Are we all going through the tunnel
Si,
together?
senor.
Again?
Yep.
We're all going through the tunnel
Wait.
together again? Through the water?
Alrighty. You come out upon the other side,
Boom.
and you can see a little bit down here, and down there you see a hint of water. And then, Farkin looking up there, you see more than a hint of water. You see lots and lots of water.
Hey guys, there's lots of water up here.
I yell. Oh, do you yell that?
Yeah, he totally did.
Yep.
That was character
How
voice.
much of it has vomit in it? Does it smell like fish?
There is
I
a
smell
strong smell of fish in the air, in fact.
I come through the tunnel too.
Cool. Alright, let me see here. Is that... Yeah, okay.
Hey, Morthos, you coming?
Good till there.
Yeah. I'm already over here, aren't I?
No.
Nope.
Oh, there I am. Just looking for the wrong guy.
Nice.
And I am here.
Alrighty. So also Farkin, as you're there, you could see behind you too. Not like without turning around, but you have a field of vision that is beyond.
Oh, hey, all right.
What's that? And you can see down to there. And you see what looks to be a door.
A pillar?
A door.
A door.
Yes.
Does it fit the, does
Doer.
the key go in that door? Who's got the key?
In fact-
Norwin or...
I
Norwin
have the key.
right?
Oh, more of those
there's a
has
door.
it. Or Parkin has it.
Markin has it.
Barking at it.
I have the key. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me go check the door then.
Okay.
I
So-
try the door.
You put the key in, and it's weird. Like it fits. Like it goes in, but then like it's not really clicking, but you could feel it giving a little bit because it's shitty. Like the lock is badly made and the key is a little bit wiggle, like it can wiggle a little bit. And so you just kind of move it around and it doesn't seem like it's made for it, but it clicks into place anyway and you could turn it and open the door.
I do that then.
The world's worst skeleton key. All right. Opening the door, you reveal a small room that seems to be used for storing a couple of things, mostly weapons. But these weapons are curious in that they don't look like the arms that you saw on the creatures you just fought. Those are crude and rather, they typically are themed like tridents or scimitars. They're uh, not this, well, they're more like tridents and short swords. These are like very finely crafted scimitars whose blades are jet black and whose handles are like, think of like the Daedric swords in Skyrim. Like that's kind of what the hilts look like.
There are some weird looking swords in here, guys.
Go check it
I
out.
run in.
Okay. I'm not gonna go in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you fit in here, Cranmore.
Anything
Alright.
seem worth value as far as the weapon's concerned?
I mean, they're certainly like they're nothing like you've ever seen before. This make is unique entirely. So it might be worth something to somebody who is just interested in exotic weapons. But as far as like something that looks keener than a blade you own, no, not really. Nothing more useful.
I
want to
I
take
pick one up
yeah.
and inspect the black edge.
Okay. It is steel, but the steel has been blackened through the heat treating process. But it's a very even coating of blackened. You basically do it by using like a certain kind of grease or oil after the first heat treat, and you let it kind of bake onto it. So it's a very very clean coating of whatever they used. Uh, Cleaner than you've ever seen done before, such that it looks like it wasn't even forged. It just looks like it sprang out looking like this. It's intriguing design.
Wow. Yeah. Is this something you've done in blacksmithing, Matt?
No, but I have seen others do a very nice blackening, and I think that it fits the.
Okay.
I've blackened a little bit. I'd like to learn to do bluing, but I am not at that level yet. But I would love some blued armor one day.
I tend to blacken my metal.
Only the blackest of metal for Jesse. All right. Anything else you all want to? Does anyone want to take one? I think Morthos, you said you did.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm keeping the one I picked up.
Just spilled something.
Okay. Most of them are scimitars, but there are a couple of spears here and there. I think that's probably it as far as variety goes.
I take a black scimitar.
Okay, cool. So anybody who wants one can write down a black scimitar in their inventory. Excellent. Let's see. Actually, I think it's a good time to take a intermission, and we were missing two folks anyway who had to step out. So let's do that. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Stay with us, folks. It won't be long, and we shall return to you refreshed and ready to entertain. Good. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Alright, so, you're in the storeroom, except for Cranmore. Cranmore, where are you? Okay. Yes, all three of you who went in took one. That is true. Excellent. Yep. So you can, it doesn't really matter to me which you took. You can write down if you took a blackened sword or a blackened scimitar or a blackened spear. So what would you all like to do next? Would you like to? There does seem to be. There is also an unexplored pool to the north and south. You can see through there. And then to the north you see that. You would have to go down the aisle to see there, but if you'd like to, there is a large pool. Okay. Norwin, go ahead and make a perception check for me. If you're going... Wait, are you going up north, did you say? Okay, if you're only going that far, then you're fine. Okay, once you see more is... You get a little bit more than that, hold on. You get this. You can see the wall there. Okay, now make a perception check. Eight. Okay. You don't notice anything. Other than what you see before you. Are you gonna continue forward? Well, actually, let's go to other folks first. Morthos, were you exploring something specific? Okay. Uh, while you were deciding that, Farkin, go ahead and investigate that northern pool. Okay. Um, that still doesn't help. So, as you dip the tip in, and then you push it in a little further, the water is clear enough that you can get it pretty much the whole way in without meeting any resistance. You don't hit bottom or anything like that. Yeah. And you can actually see, like, You can't quite tell how much further down the bottom is, but you can see the end of your stick. Um, it actually splits. As you're kind of pushing downward, you can see kind of swish it from side to side, and you hit like a hill under the water, and you pull it up, and then it goes deeper on the other side as well. There seem to be two outlets to this section, both of which kind of disappear into darkness a little ways down. The left side. Okay, cool. How far are you swimming? And your con bonus is 2? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, cool. So you have 3 minutes. So that is plenty. So you keep swimming, and I'll say you get about, what would that be? You get about, what would that be? Step to center, hide from others. About there? Yeah. You go for about 15 seconds, well, 12 seconds, before you get into what looks like kind of an underwater kelp forest almost. Um, it's small, like it's not huge, but there are tendrils of kelp kind of rising up from the floor and obscuring your vision a little bit. Can you make a perception check for me? I did not hear you if you were speaking. Gotcha. So it is supposed to be a +4 total? So isn't that a 5? Okay, cool. All right. Cool. So, yeah. I have a question for you. Does an 18 hit? Okay. Okay, cool. Does it hit with shield? Okay. So you see one of the pieces of kelp suddenly whip towards you, and just as it is about to grasp hold of you, you cast shield and it bounces off of the magical energy field that surrounds you. Um, Back towards your friends. Alrighty. Let's see. It is. Do roll initiative for me just to see if it gets one other round. Probably not. Okay. Oh wait, actually, 50 feet. If it was, waiting to close, and then you swam. Okay. Yeah. No, you get out of its range in time. Um, just as you get out of its reach, you see another tendril of kelp kind of transform into this weird tentacled, grasping thing, and it snatches out at you, but you are just beyond its reach, and it just barely scrapes the bottom of your foot. All right, you get back safely. You all hear babbling coming from the northern pool. Panicked babbling. So this did take a few seconds. So what were you doing, Cranmore? Okay, that one does also go deeper. Okay, in these few seconds, Morthos, it looks like you decided to follow Norin. Okay. Norwin, what are you doing? Not up here, no, but... Ah, dang it! Thank you, Kate. You guys were muted on the stream
Wrong
for a
with
bit.
this?
Ugh. To recap that real quick, as we came back, they explored the immediate area a little bit, Norwin going north, Morthos kind of following him, Cranmore checking out the pool to the south, and Farkin going to the northern pool. When Farkin went in, he came upon a kelp forest that hid a secret underwater terror that attempted to grab at him, and failed, luckily, and Farkin swam as fast as he could back to the mouth of the pool, narrowly escaping the second grasping tentacle, and bursting forward from the pool, going in a panic. And that's
What do
basically
you
where we are
teach
now.
me? Help me, help me.
I don't think he was saying words. I think he was just
No,
babbling.
there was no words. There was just.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I run over and ask him what's wrong.
Alrighty.
So is that everybody caught up then?
Yep.
All right, so Cranmore and Norwin are coming over to me. Squid kelp, squid, tentacle.
I'm sorry, are you saying help or kelp?
Kelp,
Is this Tenacious D over here now?
Kelp.
kelp, but okay. Whew. So it looked like there was kelp, and then it lashed out at me. It started looking like a squid tentacle, and it tried to grab me and pull me under, but I got away.
Are you hurt?
I don't think so. I start frantically patting myself.
All right.
You seem unhurt.
I seem
I also
unhurt.
I gently pat Fork, and it's gonna be all right. We'll just avoid that one.
Thank you.
As he does, Farkin, you do feel kind of a calming presence wash over you.
That's nice.
Whether you like it or not.
Whoa!
This is not the Joe Biden calming rub on the back.
The Bill Cosby coming.
Yeah, I went there. Nothing is off
Excellent.
limits.
No, indeed.
It's not creepy.
I mean, it's creepy, just not on your part.
I mean, what Cranmore's doing is not creepy.
Yes.
Being very careful to not be creepy.
Yes.
So, what did you guys find over to the east? Norwin? More of those? I just found what I think is another tunnel in the other pond.
We didn't find anything yet. We didn't have time because Farkin came out.
Yeah, there's
frantic.
more area over to the east that's that we can follow as well.
All right. Well, why don't we ignore the water for a minute and just see what solid ground gives us together?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that idea. Don't go that way.
Go around.
Alrighty. In that case, we will start revealing a bit more here. But as folks get to traveling a little further east. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Do you want me to do it again?
Yes, you may remake it. It's been long enough.
25.
23.
And both
22,
guys
What
rolled
in the
20s.
hell?
All right.
I got a 7.
All right, Jesse, you are kind of fixed on what you're looking at, like what's right in front of you. You don't really notice much else. You see some scrapes on the walls and some interesting like pools forming, and that mushroom's a weird color. But not much else. The rest of you um, hear a crackling fire and small voices that sound like they're coming from the same direction.
Is this
Many
to
of
the
them.
east or to the southeast?
To the east. Excuse me.
Oh, let's not go that way.
Have we fully explored what's the southeast over here? Is this a dead end?
No, not entirely.
As you go down there, it opens up a little bit more. You can see kind of
He can see clearly now.
the rain is gone. You can see that. You can see that. And you can get a little bit of a view around here. So I'll give you that square. As you get a little bit further in, you're going to get to see the source of the noise. Give me a second here because it's
I
light
cast
out.
Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
It's a jackalope.
What you find are a mass of what does that mean? 11 creatures that look like less impressive versions of that fish statue that you saw at the opening of the cave. And there are no Kuatoa tokens that are free on Roll20. And nothing that it finds on the web search either. That's irksome. Well, unfortunately. We'll have to do without the tokens for now, which is probably okay because I think any combat interactions should wait till next time. So if it looks like we're going that direction, we'll end the session. But if other things happen, we can continue on without tokens. Or with placeholder tokens. We'll see. But, Cranmore, you can kind of begin to see most of the area now as you're kind of rounding that corner. It gets you the view of kind of all of this. And probably the bottom bits of this, too.
All right, but no source of light yet. No crackling fire.
There is a source of light. I just don't...
But I can't see it directly.
I don't have it down, is all.
Oh.
It is there. I just forgot to place it. It's effectively, like, right here.
Okay. What you guys
That
want to
was
do?
the radiant.
Here. Oh, come on.
Well, were we all going down that east path, or did some of us start going up towards the northeast path?
Some of you went towards the northeast pass, but Cranmore's
Okay.
faster,
Yeah, I went-
so it was...
Yeah, I went to the
I'm
northeast path.
Yes, you did.
I'm going southeast as well.
Okay. You all... So either way, though, Cranmore will see this before you because there's more of an obstacle in your way. Which you can see as you go a little bit further. You'll be able to see that there's this. Kind of a large section of the floor that is just a big pillar that rises up and blocks your view.
Well, we found, guys, other tunnels that could be explored. We don't have to go into combat. There's nothing that says we have to fight these things. So
You don't
I'm
necessarily have to fight them even if you interact with them. It's just a...
yeah,
Cranmore would probably not be immediately thinking combat. All right?
no, but they may attack us, and the previous things attacked us. So
Fair.
You're thinking like, hey, they might be inclined to attack us because we're in their home, surprising them. So I'm going to back away and say, hey, maybe we want to, check out the southern tunnel or this tunnel over here.
What southern tunnel?
The one over here.
Oh,
What do you think? We can explore two
Sure.
tunnels. We can go into the room.
Two tatas, two tunnel.
Sparkin almost got eaten.
But you'll be ready for it this time.
Yeah, and there were actually two sides to it. So the right side might not have the killer snake kelp.
Kelp.
Ooh,
What
I
are y'all
like
thinking?
that. It's the
My vote is to go through the tunnel.
Okay. Good, because a few more moments they would have heard you all. So, anybody not following Cranmore, or are you all going to be like, okay, he's going somewhere, let's go?
Well, I don't know if
I'm gonna-
we would even know to follow Cranmore up here.
He called you all and
Or-
was like, hey, let's not go to combat.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Specifically saying the southern
Okay.
tunnel over here.
Yeah, if Cranmore asked me to go follow him, I'll follow him.
All right, cool. Okay, so that one will go to... Where art thou? Yes, okay. Cranmore, are you diving in?
Can I get that light stuff from Norwin first?
Yeah, I'd do it.
In which case,
Alrighty.
yes, I dive in.
Cool. You come out in a familiar place. You come out in the room whence you first came.
Huh. I go back. Okay, forget that, guys. That goes back to the room we came. Let's go up to this tunnel now.
Other side or the side with the beast?
Other side on to the right, to the
Okay.
east. The east without the beast.
Cool, cool.
Oh, the first one.
The no beast east.
No beast east.
All right.
The
This
east
is
without
a
a beast.
bit of a tight fit for you, Cranmore. The
Okay.
tunnel itself is fine, but then as you come up, it kind of gets narrow and you sort of have to shimmy around a bit to get in. And let me open this up, because you'll see pretty much all of it immediately. You are going to be going east and a little bit south, by the way, in case you want to look for it on your map, where I'm revealing places.
That's west.
West, sorry. Glah.
I'm like, where are you talking about?
I'm just an idiot, that's all.
All right. Well, shoot. Is there? I look around this area. Is there anything of interest around here?
There are a few things of interest around here. Thank you for asking. So go ahead and make a quick nature check for me.
Um, 6.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, I'm doing intelligence stuff. Okay, that's why I grab the other people and bring them over.
So as you're looking around the room, you first go to the west, and this group of mushrooms that you see growing is unlike any that you recognize from your forest. You've never seen any of their kind before. They're very interesting in their shape and their coloration. They're kind of like, they look from above like it would be many mushrooms, kind of overlapping on the heads. I don't know what I guess the heads is what you call them. But they actually turn out to be just one mushroom with like a large stalk and a huge like broad head with many lumps on it that look like other heads. And their coloration is wildly varied. It goes from like almost a shining gold to like a deep purple hue. It's very odd. You don't
I'm gonna-
know what they are, but
I'm going to leave that alone.
okay. Going around to the eastern side, then, you see something on the floor that catches your eye. There seems to be pigment of some kind, and the floor has been smoothed out. As you kind of scrape at it with your hooves and clear away some of the dirt, um, it's a mural. It's faded over time, uh, but it's very clearly a painting of a diminutive-looking person. Um, oh wait, actually, I'm an idiot. That's wrong.
Are you the diminutive person?
Yep, I'm a diminutive. Um, yeah. So this is the exact same confusion that I had when we were on our call last night. So that's why it was messed up here because I forgot to update. You see a mural of a half orcish woman, and you can tell that she's half orc not because of any like clear pigmentation, but because of the tusks that you see coming up from her lower jaw. The pigment is faded to the point that you can't really tell any kind of flesh tone. Um, but a very dutiful-looking half-orc with a male hauberk over top a gambeson, wielding, kind of holding over her chest a very finely crafted mace. Um, and kind of behind her stand several like very reverent looking warriors who are all sort of paying respects to her.
Wow. Is
Um,
there anything else that I see before I go back to the party to tell them?
there is
Okay.
around this mural. You don't really, if you hadn't seen them so many times and had Morthos like make note of them, they wouldn't really register to you. But you notice what look like, you can't read them, but they look like magical runes, like arcane runes, inscribed all around this circular mural.
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go get the party. I'm gonna swim back
Okay.
over here. Like, guys, you gotta come follow me to this other room. There's some stuff to check out. And I come back.
I'll follow.
Stuff including fungus, murals, and runes. Okay.
Murals. Ooh, that's cool. Were they of fish people?
No.
Nope.
Which may be more or less interesting to you. I don't know. So, you all see the scene that I described to Cranmore. For Rob, I guess you couldn't hear. To the east are these very interesting mushrooms.
I heard about the interesting mushroom. We
Okay.
can move on just in the interest of time. Thank you.
Sure. Is everyone okay with going for 15 more minutes, or do you all want to stop?
Oh yeah. I'm good with
I'm
going.
good.
Okay, cool. All right, so that is, that description. Anyone, actually, Farkin, you should definitely make this check, because it would kind of jump out at you. So, casters can make Arcana checks.
All right, let me do it. Not a great one.
Mm.
I'm not a smart mage.
Did you crit fail it?
No.
No, I just
Seven.
Okay, then 7.
Morthos?
All right. We're all making Arcana checks.
Arcana. It does kind of
24.
sound like our con, but Arcana. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said. Arcana.
Okay, cool. I thought you said our con, proving the point that it kind of sounds like our con checks. 24. All right. Morthos, you have never seen one of these implemented before. But while you were reading over your books that you got recently, one of the things you saw in there triggers your memory on this inscription. It seems like it lines up with the teleportation circle.
It lines up with the teleportation circle.
Yeah, so like what you know about them, which are effectively they are places of magical power that is concentrated into. You basically get a runic inscription of like longitude and latitude is basically what I view it as. Um, it's like a magical key to that location. And so once you know the inscription, if you ever see a teleportation circle elsewhere or can cast the spell yourself, you can go to any teleportation circle that you know the inscription for.
Okay, and you're saying I know the inscription for this place here?
You could read it out or copy it down and learn it.
All right, I'll copy it down.
Okay.
Learn it.
All right. You now, if you ever have a teleportation circle that you have access to, you can travel back to this place.
What are you writing down, Morthos?
This inscription here lines up with the teleportation circle that whatever Matt just said.
That you read about in the books you retrieved from.
That I read about the books.
I got you, fam.
Teleportation? Where does it go?
To a specific location.
Step on it?
It's the
So
specific location from the book.
The way to describe it is when you know this teleportation circle's inscription, you can travel to this teleportation circle. So
and I
Yeah, I
don't
get it.
know the inscription
Okay.
yet. I just
you've written it down, so you could copy it and use it. But if you had basically the book
But I
has
don't
a
know where that is,
teleportation
though, yet.
circle in it, like you could copy that one out, and then using that you could teleport to here. Or if you found another one elsewhere, you could teleport to here or to that one.
That's confusing.
What's the best way to describe it?
Am
It is an interconnected
fast
network of nodes. So, as many teleportation circles as you have, they're nodes on a graph, and they're all interconnected. It's a fully connected graph. So you can go from one to another, to the first, to the one over here, any one to any other one.
But that has to be nodes that are discovered.
Yes.
Or nodes that I place.
Correct. You can cast the spell Teleportation Circle or find a new one, and you can go to any place from that one.
Okay.
Wow, you must be a computer scientist or something.
That's actually just how the spell works, I promise. The explanation was mine, but...
I know, that's what I mean, the explanation.
Yeah. Alrighty. So does that make sense? I can give it a more complete explanation afterwards if it's still confusing to anybody.
Yeah. It almost sounded like this location would be a place that I could travel to.
It is. Absolutely.
Role playing it.
Okay, so and then any other place, do I have to use a different node to cast at a different spot to add another place to teleport?
Yeah, the inscription for each circle is unique, but it's not something you have to like discover. It's something that is inherent to the place.
Okay, so wherever else I can only use it one time.
No, as
like
if you have the spell, you can do
else?
it any number of times. Why don't we pick this up after the session? Because we only have a few more minutes left.
Gotcha.
But okay, so that's unless anybody wants to investigate the other stuff in the room, I believe that is all we got.
Bam.
Alrighty.
Well,
I just teleported through the water. That's what it means, right?
Basically. In a literal sense, yes.
I like how this cave is sort of a metaphor for the thing that Morthos just discovered.
I'm glad you noticed.
Oh yeah. With all the
Should
rivers
we
connecting
be
different
praying for
spots.
the kelp monster?
Yeah, east to deal with the fish people, or south to deal with the rope monster. Make your choice wisely.
You mean north to deal with the rope monster, right?
The pool is to the north, but the current takes you south.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I suppose that wasn't clear.
I'd
because you
probably
didn't get to the other
say
side.
let's go to the east and take care of what's over there because I want to see what that big giant thingy is at the top of the map.
you want to check out the kelp thing?
No. That tiki hut looking.
Oh, you want to see the...
Oh, you want to go cause trouble?
Yeah.
All right.
Shoot, I'd rather see the kelp thing.
I don't know how I would
Put it
respond
to
to
a
the
vote.
kelp thing because we'd have to do it underwater.
It'd be pretty cool.
What do you say, Norwin? You're still, Norwin hasn't joined us yet. Where'd you go, buddy? When swimming, we really ought to be using the buddy system a little more.
The keeper's marching 2 by 2, hurrah! Or the keeper's swimming 2 by 2? Yeah, that works. That fits.
All right, so kelp or this little underground village of people?
Well, how about this?
Why don't we ask
How
him
about-
about the kelp?
How about we take some time to concentrate on that belt to see if we can get some abilities out of it to use with the grabbers in the water.
How much time do you think we have?
What if they're the protectors?
Huh?
Well, wait, we know that in character, we know that the golden dragon was the protector, right? For this one?
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
More the protector for the annulus than for the relic, but yeah.
I don't know. I've got sanctuary and a glowing beard. I kind of want to go down the tunnel with the kelp thing to see what's on the other side of that tunnel.
I do too. It's got to be protecting something.
Yeah.
Fine.
They're trying to kill me. I want revenge.
That's fine.
Are there special rules for underwater fighting?
Yes, there are.
All right. Let's.
And
I
that
want
very
to.
well
I want to
could
basically
be-
go past the kelp.
You just want to try and rush through it?
Yeah.
All right, you have a better chance than anyone of doing that. So are you trying to get everybody through or just go?
I'm gonna try to
yourself?
get me through first.
Okay.
Should we tie a rope around you to make sure that you can get all the way to the other side?
Yeah, tie a rope around me. How about that? So, oh no, don't tie it. I'll hold. Well, it has to be something I can easily undo in case the kelp grabs it and starts pulling me.
Well, you got something to cut the rope, right?
We'll
Yeah.
use the slip knot.
Okay, we use a knot that I can easily take off if I'm getting pulled.
Okay.
I did literally learn the ropes earlier.
All right, so I've got the rope on
Excellent.
me. I'm gonna jump through.
Okay. So you've got yourself a little slipknot harness, and you are swimming along. You do get to this sea of kelp, and it looks as though nothing is amiss to you at first, but of course you know something is there.
Mhm.
So are you dashing or are you just trying to swim? Okay.
I'm dashing.
All right, so you will only get one round of an attack on you.
Okay.
So let me get
It has to
his-
beat a DC 17
to attack you at all.
to be able to attack me.
Okay, it wants to try, so it's gonna try
Okay.
that.
That's a wisdom.
Not that.
I hope it's not wise.
There you are. Well, it rolled a natural 1, so no.
Okay. So it doesn't even know. Okay. So I get through.
It's actually decently wise, but
Ah,
not wise enough to overcome a natural 1.
okay.
It is not plus 16 wisdom.
All right.
Alright, so it's very conflicted as you pass by, and it just doesn't, it wants to move, but then as you get closer and closer, it just, less and less wants to move. And you actually, you probably make it over without even seeing the creature.
I know it's there.
You do, but their camouflage is very, very good when it is passive, so you don't actively see it, although you know it is there.
Yeah, I'm also trying not to. I'm not trying to see it. I'm trying to move fast. Yeah. Okay, so do I get to the other side of the thing, the tunnel?
You do. And you come out to the southwest.
Does it give us any indication that he is over there?
Yeah, we'll have a. I'll give you a 2 tug on the rope thing to let you know.
All right. I'm going to, if that's the case, then I'm going to swim through and cast darkness along the way. It gives me a 15-foot or 60-foot range.
Wait, darkness or dark vision?
Darkness.
That
So,
creates a magical darkness, doesn't it?
Yeah, so
oh, okay, I see.
nothing
You're
can
saying
see
the
us in the
spell
water.
is up to 60 foot.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right, it will still try to attack you, but it well, actually, does it have tremor sense? That's a good question.
And then I'd follow the rope.
Ooh, it does not have tremor sense. Wow. Okay. All right, it will try to attack you, but it will be at disadvantage. Oh, wow. I've been doing that wrong. I could do it 4 times. Oh, well, that's a 24, but at disadvantage. So that's a 7. All right, attack number 2. Ooh, that was 18 and 16s for a total of 23 on the lower. I believe that hits you, yes?
It does.
All right, you are grappled and restrained. You have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws. And yeah. You are currently underground grappled by this thing.
Underwater grappled by
yes,
the
underwater.
thing.
Sorry.
But I still have a grasp of the rope.
You do, yes. Is anybody going in after Morthos?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to follow him.
All right, and Cranmore, you feel the tension on the rope suddenly go slack for a moment, and then he might pull it again. But you definitely notice a abrupt change in the tension on the rope.
So we hate to meta and retcon, but there should have been a signal for if you guys are on the rope, so I can kind of pull you through and help you go through faster. So whoever's last following the rope, who is that?
I'm gonna say it was Morthos, then Norwin, then Farkin.
So Farkin, are you giving like a double tug on the rope to let me know that 3 of you have gone in and are holding the rope?
I'd say that's reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could say you've come up with a system so that.
So I'm gonna start pulling on the rope, and now I guess it's my strength versus this thing's strength, and with you guys' ability to hold on to the thing.
It's actually your strength versus Morthos' strength because the thing isn't holding on to the rope.
Yeah.
But as Morthos is now struggling for his life underwater, and Norwin and Farken not far behind, unable to see him through the magical darkness, we're going to end the session there and pick up next time with this tense situation.
Excellent.
All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us on this week's episode of Beyond D&D, and as always, may all your rolls be lucky. And also, as always, we now wait until the stream catches up with me saying, and as always, may all your rolls be lucky.